Don't you worry. Now listen, uh, reparations just continue to win. You know, that's just our thing. That's just what we do. We just, we planted the seeds and tilled the ground. We tilled the ground first, nutriated the ground. That's a word. Planted the seeds and then watered them. So you know that kind of thing happens when you're smart. When you're dumb, you think the governor of you think the governor of Georgia can repeal uh, 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 a city mandate in Georgia. That's just what this is how dumb people think. But I want to show you two victories here, right here. Show you two quick victories, and then I'll be done with you. Can't spend long on you because you're gonna have to get smart on your own sometimes and look into these things. Okay, right here, we got California schools will move to full-time remote learning. Governor Gavin Newsom orders it. You see? Ain't that special? I especially like that one. I like that one a lot. It's a good idea. I'm glad you're smiling and happy. Mandatory homeschooling so that children don't go missing. And other things. You know what I mean? And so the parents can be much more involved in the school in the child's development, and the parent can learn things at the same time. So that's going to cause an incredible family nuclear reaction where they fuse together and love each other more than historically uh, it's happened. So hopefully that pans out very well in the black community as well. But the main story that I want to focus on is this one. The Pentagon effectively bans Confederate flags on military property. This is a
The
direct.
Pentagon effectively banning all Confederate flags
This is
on
a
U.S. military bases.
why
New
this
policy
thing don't
comes
want
from
to
a memo
pause?
from Defense Secretary.
This is a direct kick in the balls to the crazy man, your boy, the commander, right? I'm not talking about Satan like that music that white boy old white man music artist said that he is loyal to the chief commander. That's not who I'm talking about. You know, a lot of people have dealt with that guy and met that guy. I'm talking about the president of the United States. Listen to this kick in the balls. Hmm.
Pentagon effectively banning all Confederate flags on U.S. military bases. New policy comes in memo from Defense Secretary Mark Esper. Jennifer Griffin, live at the Pentagon. Jennifer, can you help us understand what's changing and what isn't? Well, the memo and policy change for the Defense Department does not address the contentious issue of changing the names of military bases named after Confederate officers. It will effectively ban the display of the Confederate flag on all military installations. The unanimous recommendation by the First Secretary and Chiefs of the Defense Secretary Mark Esper to study the issue. Carefully worded memo neither mentions the ban or the Confederate flag by name. Instead, it mentions the flag can be displayed and does not museum displays artwork or vanity license plates. Experts says the military will reject offensive symbols that undermine the order. It's a quote. What has always united us remains clear. Our common mission, our oath to support the
Okay, as you can see, you heard what she said, man. They too cowardly to take down the names of traitors to the country. I guess they made an argument that the Confederate soldiers, in fact, were not traitors to the country because the Union were the aggressors attempting to uh, conquer the slave trade and ruin the South's way of life by permanently oppressing and owning slaves. So, since they were the aggressor trying to uproot that institution, and a lot of people argue that wasn't even the reason for the war. A lot of people say that they weren't supplying what the slaves were producing effectively to the North, and they were that the South was sanctioning the North. That's another argument. But give a fuck less. You understand? So I'm trying to express to you that the Pentagon chickened out against the 5 million NRA members. What do you think? All those old people are going to ride up on the Pentagon and invade the Pentagon? Is that what you think? You think they're going to go door to door and just kill as many random black people as they can? So you're trying to save our lives, huh? Which one is it? You think they're going to invade the White House, the Pentagon, and other uh, federal institutions? Is that what you think? Or do you think their threats about killing all black people is going to actually happen with the military heavily invested in protecting black American citizens? You see what I'm saying? So I think it was the latter. I think you think that the NRA was just gonna slaughter black people, and you didn't want to invest the monies in defending black people against psychosis and sociopathism. That's what I think. Not only did you chicken out as cowards, but you are showing a scenario where the demand, a just demand, and a strong argument of the Confederate soldiers being traitors to the country is upended and uprooted in favor of the argument that the Confederate soldiers was just having a bad day. Uh-huh. And y'all became friends after the truce. And nothing's gonna come in between that friendship. That's what it looks like from the outside. I'm from the outside. You see my skin color. I'm on the outside looking into your situation, and it appears to me that you are siding with the Confederates against black people who say, we don't want to see Confederate, we don't want to be reminded of slavery. And then the commander warned us that if we didn't know the history of slavery, we're destined to go back to it. That's a threat directly from the Confederates. Why would you repeat a threat directly from the Confederates? I know damn well the United States government ain't planning on putting us in slavery. We already in slavery, and the slavery is effective enough for them. Mass incarcerating everyone, having everyone hooked on drugs that they funneled into the country and make efficiently come into the country, giving us low-paying jobs, isolating us to certain areas of to flood zones of the cities. You see what I'm saying? Uh, Allowing gatekeepers to keep us out of every job known to man, and then we can't say that they did that because we're black, because they have their token uh, affirmative action number of black people, which I think, what is it? What's the proper number per company? 2%. See what I'm saying? So I just don't get you guys, man. We tell you intellectually the right way to go and how to take the moral route and to be on the right side of history. We tell you how to do it every single time. And every single time you go to a meeting in the Pentagon with plenty of people around the table and talk for 2 hours and decide that doing the right thing is never ever worth it. How do you figure that? I don't understand how you come to that conclusion. Why don't you have a debate with some Americans? You see what I'm saying? And see if your information still holds up. You see what I'm saying? It's just mind-boggling to me how you guys get away with that. And I just don't get it. Let me play the rest of this video right quick.
The Constitution and American flag. This change in policy will further improve the morale, cohesion, and readiness.
You're gonna improve the morale. Yeah, that's a fact. Morale will go up when you ban Confederate flags from all military bases that you finally decided to do. How? Like, I mean, we understand you guys are incredibly retarded, but how did you decide to do that now? Is that supposed to be some type of compromise or something? Why don't you just do it all? It don't take no time to do it, and there's plenty of Americans that are non-controversial that you can name military bases after. You got that man, what's that man name? I got his name written down right around here somewhere. Let me show you what that man name is. That man name is that man name Senior. Man name is Benjamin O. Davis Sr., the first black general. Come on, bro. Why you can't do that? Name every military base that's named after a Confederate soldier. Name them all that guy. Since you can't figure it out, who your white heroes are. Name them all Benjamin O. Davis Sr. And name one of them Benjamin O. Davis Jr., just for good measure. You understand? So I just don't, you guys are, you know, you guys are kind of wacky, kind of wacky. It's just confusing to me, but maybe you'll figure it out one day when when them NRA members try to take over your, your whole country. And then we told we warned you, we told you, but that's your thing. You know, that's what you like to do.
Of defensive arbitration. In recent testimony, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs foreshadowed the decision.
Well, we also got to take a hard look at the symbology, the symbols, things like Confederate flags and statues and bases and all that kind of stuff. The Confederacy, the American Civil War, was fought, and it was an act of rebellion. It was an act of treason at the time against the Union, against the Stars and Stripes, against the U.S. Constitution. And those officers turned their back on their own.
Now you heard him say that, right? He must have been the guy that got voted down in the meeting. Why didn't they talk to the guy who won the vote in the meeting? He's clearly a proponent of taking down the names of the Confederates off the military installations. But they play his soundbite over the guy who won the compromise, saying, you know, those guys are pretty good guys if you ask me. It's either that or you just really think in your mind that black people are just going to stay slaves for the rest of our lives. That's what you think. That's a darn shame. That's a gosh darn shame.
To bar the Confederate flag without publicly contradicting the president, who said he sees it as an issue of free speech. The Marine Corps began to display the Confederate flag in May. Kristen. Yeah, first NASCAR, the Marine Corps, now the military. Jennifer Griffin, live independent. Thanks, Jennifer.
Okay, I didn't know NASCAR had to drop their Confederate stuff, but that boy that did that hoax at the NASCAR garage, you need to get on both knees with your face towards the earth and acknowledge that the Israelites are the Israelites. I know you're not a king, but that's what you need to do. Just for good measure, because you're a black man and you're making all Israelites in America look tricky. Like we lie like you, clown. Okay? So what's your name? Matter of fact, I'm gonna say your name on here. NASCAR. Noose. I always forget how to spell noose. Hoax. I think that's the right spelling though. Bubba Wallace. Okay, Mr. Perry. Listen here, Mr. Perry. What you need to do is get on both knees with your face towards the earth and acknowledge that the Israelites are the Israelites, that the black people, the descendants of slaves are the Israelites. You need to do that. I'm not joking. All right. So if you don't, you know what happens to rebellious people, man. You're not even a king, so you can't even protect yourself. See what I'm saying? The Most High don't play no games at all. I'm going to just be sitting here reporting on you. You dig? So y'all enjoy the rest of your evening.